Yo. So, it's the first week I started running again after my injury. This is Friday. Is it quick? Well, it was slow, but it's short. I think it was only about 2 miles. My ankle feels a lot better. Like, it doesn't really hurt anymore. Yeah, there's a slight irritation, like very slight. So, but I'm feeling good. I didn't have to stop, so my cardio is still okay for that run. I'm feeling a lot better. I just did some push-ups and a couple planks. So hopefully next week I'll be doing good. I love y'all. Deuces. So I am headed to one of my houses right now. The tenant's supposed to have moved out because we did not, well really, we extended their stay until the end of June. So I was supposed to be getting paid for this month, but I guess they told Section 8 that they weren't staying, so that they had already moved out, but we can't get in contact with them. This is the tenant. We can't get in contact with the tenant. So what is going on is, I'm gonna go to the house to see if they're still there. If they're still there, I'm gonna tell them, hey, you gotta move out, you know what I'm saying? Because you already said that unless you can come up with the rent, you gotta move out, because y'all already stated that y'all were moving out to Section 8, and then y'all had already found a place. Headed to the house now, and I'm going to see if she's still there. And like I said, I'm not going on some slumlord type shit, just more of like, hey, yo, come over here because there must be a confusion, because we thought you were staying till the end of June. That's what we all stated, and I'm expecting to be paid, you know? And if you're still there, then definitely I'm gonna want my paycheck, or I want the check to be cut, whether it be from the tenant herself or it be from Section 8. And Section 8 already said that they're not gonna cut a check. Now, with all that being said, we all know how things go. So I'm probably not gonna be receiving a check, but I am gonna put a eviction notice, only because that house originally was supposed to be a house that I was gonna be living in, but she was already living there. So I was like, you know what, I'm about to go back out to see. So okay, it's whatever, we'll just keep the tenant in there. Now it's time. I don't want to live in there now, but I want to fix the house up, because when I went in there, I was like, damn, there's a lot of potential for this house. So I really want to get this fixed and do what I need to do, so I can, if not flip the house, or make a little bit more money off the house from by renting it out. But I need to update it and stuff like that. So that's my whole situation. This kind of stuff happens all the time, but I'm ready for this to be moving, because I wanted to do this all before I was going out to sea. Now I don't know what my situation is going to be soon, because I might be going out to sea within a couple weeks. I could be. So I don't know what the situation is. So I want to go and at least get all the trash out of the house. So when my mom or whoever's gonna do all the work, all they have to do is the specific work. They don't got to do any of the cleanup. Because I hate when I have to, I don't know how to say this. I hate when I have to let somebody else do the work because I'm out to sea. Given, yes, I'm gonna pay them, especially as my mom. I'm gonna pay her for her time and everything, but it's still one of those, like, I want to be able to be here to do most of this stuff, so she doesn't have to, and my dad doesn't have to, you know what I'm saying? And but yeah, that's the situation. Man, we'll see. I'm about to head to the house right now, so we'll see what's up. Okay, so this is the situation. So the house is a Section 8 house. So I tried to raise the rent, and Section 8 didn't approve of the amount, and I tried to raise it to, I think, $1,600. Then they said, no, we're not gonna take that. So they raised it to $1,425. Originally it was $1,100. Then they went up to $1,425. So I tried to do $1,600. They said no. So I sat there and was like, okay, so we don't want to sign a full lease, but we do month to month. And the housing approved of that, month to month, until the tenant was able to find another place. Now, what happened was, I guess whoever is her caseworker or whatever it was not submitting the paperwork correctly, or I don't know really what the situation was, but she wasn't submitting paperwork, so I wasn't getting my check. I got my first couple checks, and then so I contacted her caseworker and everything. It was like, hey, what's going on? Am I getting my check or whatnot? And she pretty much was like, oh no, this you're not getting one. We never submitted anything, blah blah blah. And then my tenant was like, yeah, I did. I submitted everything. We did everything right. Mr. Mills, which is me, is supposed to receive a check because I'm still staying here. So the caseworker was like, no, he's not receiving a check. That's between you and him. You need to pay me, blah 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 blah. So pretty much the caseworker is doing everything she can to get it to where it's not her fault that I'm not receiving a check and make the tenant pay me the rent when it's not supposed to be that way. But yeah, okay, everybody. So if you buy in a house and you plan on renting it out, if you're gonna deal with Section 8, which is government housing pretty much, if you're gonna deal with them, man, make sure the caseworker that you have that's in charge of your, I don't know if it's that the caseworker is in charge of the, how do you say it, of the unit itself or in charge of the person. I'm not really positive. I think it's in charge of the person, but whoever it may be, make sure that they are competent and make sure that they are not argumentative. Because the caseworker I have, or whatever, is the housing lady that was in charge of, I guess, my house or whatever, she's very argumentative. She never responds to emails. And okay, everybody has a job, and I get everybody gets a little stressed, but this is a customer service job. You can't be trash at it. You can't not be filing things. You can't not be responding to emails when it comes to people's money, because I've been getting paid, but I got paid for this month and nobody said anything. And then she's not very good at communicating. Like, if there's a situation, she just will let it go, or she'll just let the situation be. And then when it comes time for me to get a check, I have to come back and be like, hey, yo, why am I not getting a check? And then she'll be like, oh yeah, this is the situation, blah blah blah. As opposed to, like, as soon as her finding out there's something wrong, contacting us. So it's just, if you decide to do Section 8, do realize that yes, the guaranteed money is cool and it's great, and you can make pretty decent money with it. For some reason, the video didn't continue, but back what I was saying, you can make pretty decent money with Section 8, and it's nice having guaranteed money. But you can end up having whether it be a tenant or a caseworker that's just is not working properly, and they don't do what they're supposed to do. And in this case, that is what the situation was. The caseworker was not doing her job properly, and she pretty much was trying to pin me and the tenant against each other, saying that, or not relaying messages between the two. Like, the tenant would say something to the caseworker, and then the caseworker is supposed to tell me. But she wasn't doing that, and the same thing vice versa. So it's a lot of headache, and it's a lot of stuff that goes into it. People that, whether you purposely decided to Section 8 your house, or if you did it because you needed to rent the house out, nowadays is probably not the case. But before, some people couldn't sell their house, so there was like, we got to do something with it, so they rent it out. Some people did Section 8, and when you are relying on that Section 8 check to help pay your mortgage and you don't get it, it definitely, for some people, it definitely hurts. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, these days, you're going to get the money that you need, and it's easy to sell a house these days. But before this, and it's going to be in the future again, it's going to be hard to sell houses again, and getting that money when you need it is definitely something that would be helpful. But you got to remember, you're going to have to deal with stuff like this on a regular. I'm sorry, the other video cut off for some reason, so that's why I came back in here. Problem is resolved, everything is good. Situation is under control, and I should be back to be making money again. I haven't got my check yet, but it should be coming within a week or so. Not even, I think it'll be a couple days, and everything is good. This is just a quick little update for you guys. I love y'all. Thank you for supporting me, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and deuces.